dude. I just got the worst news ever. What's up, Coop? Did you have that dream again?
And it felt even more real this time.
So, walk me through this again. So you were driving along, and then you hit a puddle?
No, I don't know what it was. I couldn't see through the fog.
That's what it was. You shouldn't be driving in the fog, dude.
Once again, my world is nothing but wetland, meaning it's all one big puddle, and there's almost always at least some layer of fog.
Ah, that's right. You did say that.
But this fog was different. It was thicker, denser. Then there was this flash of light. I lost control of my car. The next thing I knew, it was in the back seat of yours.
Yeah, I remember that part. You're lucky I didn't skid out and crash.
Can we not talk about this? There is no longer a need for us to backtrack and try to reverse it anymore.
Yeah, I know, but I'd still like to know what happened there. You know, so that I can avoid ever accidentally stumbling into another dimension.
No, you were actively trying to figure out how to do that. You know, I wasn't having these dreams before, back when you were actually home, forcing me to watch shitty old movies and play shitty old games.
Aw, miss me?
Hardly. It's just that playing old games with a mate is a great way to escape a nightmare reality and repress traumatic experiences.
What about that other project you were working on? That must help create some distraction for you.
In a way, but it also just causes infuriating frustration.
Oh, come on, dude. You've discovered lots of stuff that humans find joy in.
No, I found some really weird things that some really weird humans enjoy. I've yet to find anything that all of you love.
Buddy.
No, it is literally impossible that there is nothing out there that all of you agree on. No species could ever coexist with itself if that were the case.
No disagreements there.
What are you doing in there? Does this have something to do with the worst news ever?
Oh, so I was teaching a class about Eastern storytelling and the 4-act structure, so of course that naturally led to a conversation about samurai stories. Then one of my students dropped a bombshell on me that Onimusha 2 was the first game they ever played. Now that alone rocked me to my core, that a game I played in high school was now old enough to be the first game that one of my college students played. But then I made the mistake of looking it up and found out that this year is the 20th anniversary of Onimusha 2.
You say all of this like I have any idea what the significance of any of it is.
Okay, so Onimusha 1 was the first game I owned on the PlayStation 2. And honestly, it was one of the best games on the whole console. Even though it was pretty short, like basically a glorified demo, but nevertheless, I loved the hell out of it. So I was stoked when Capcom announced that they were going to be releasing a sequel. And this game was going to have all these amazing graphical enhancements and immersive gameplay mechanics. And I remember reading about it in PlayStation Magazine, thinking that that game was coming out in the distant future of 2002.
Brevity is just not in your vocabulary, is it, mate?
But then I got the game, and oh man, the 3D character models blended seamlessly into the amazing pre-rendered backgrounds, creating the most cinematic gaming experience ever. Plus it had this super immersive relationship builder and gifting mechanic that just made the game incredibly addicting. So all of that combined made it feel to me like it was this amazing cutting-edge modern game. So to find out that that game is now as old today as I was when I first played it really puts into perspective just how old I am.
Well, first of all, that math doesn't add up. You were not 20 years old 20 years ago.
Okay, so I was 16. But that's basically the same thing.
No, it's not.
Dude, you're constantly reminding me that I'm basically 40.
Yeah, because 36 is basically 40. But 16 is not basically 20.
Okay, you're right. I don't like it.
Besides, every game you force me to play is at least 20 years old.
Okay, but I got that game when I was a junior in high school. And back then I remember thinking that by this point in my life, I'd either be this big successful artist or musician, or I'd at least be successful enough at teaching that I'd have enough free time that I could just sit around and continue to play these great games I love.
Seems you're not far off.
Yeah, but you just got done saying how I don't have time to play games with you anymore. Life has just gotten so much more expensive, it's impossible to have any semblance of free time.
I just don't understand what changed. You used to have time to sit around and play games.
But then an interdimensional lunatic came along and went on a mass murdering spree. So naturally, billionaires got a big bailout and everybody else got poorer. That's what happens.
No, it's not. I can say with full confidence that in no other universe is that something that would ever happen.
And that's exactly why having time to just relax and play video games is so crucial. It's a way of escaping this insane reality.
Wait a minute. Is it? Do all humans love video games? Certainly seems that way.
No. A lot of us do. But those billionaires who run everything, they hate them. Because if we're playing video games, we're not being productive workers.
Oh, for f***'s sake.
I told you, man. Every human is different. Each of us is unique, and we all have our own individual interests. You know what? Maybe we should play Onimusha too.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I think it's exactly what we both need right now.
Are you sure?
Come on, dude. You were just complaining about how we don't do this anymore.
Yeah, I suppose it is better than reliving my literal worst nightmare again.
Ooh, that builds anticipation.
You don't know the half of it.
In 1560, Lord Nobunaga Oda defeated Yoshimoto Imagawa in Okehazama.
Oh, okay. Pay attention. This is telling you what happened in the last game.
Good. Then there's no reason I should ever need to play it.
With the help of the demons, he rose from the dead.
I'd buy that. It honestly make a lot of sense if all of your world leaders were literal demons.
Then a young warrior, Samanosuke Akechi, stood up and defeated the Demon King.
Ooh, he looks badass. So we're continuing his adventure?
Well, no. Not exactly.
Wait. Who are all these fucks?
Oh, those are your friends. They're gonna help you on your adventure.
Friends, huh? So humans can have more than one.
Okay, you know what? Friendships are complicated.
Wait, who the shit is that?
That's the character you'll be playing as.
What about Samanosuke? Why would they make him look so cool and then just force us to play as somebody else?
A lot of us asked that question back in the day. But this guy's pretty dope too. Just give him a chance.
Well, I never even got to play as the original. I don't want to have to settle for this cheap knockoff.
Yeah, well, don't worry about it. They bring Samanosuke back for the third game. This guy's only the main character of this one.
I see. So his inclusion was entirely pointless.
Give my man some credit. You have no idea what it's like to live in the shadow of someone who's way more successful and way more beloved than you.
Oh, this is about your sister, isn't it?
Just play the game.
Oh, he definitely don't remember that bloke's name. Speaking of which, what is this Wish.com samurai's name?
Jubei!
Is that talking to me?
Come to me, Jubei!
That voice. It's annoying. Yet haunting. Yet creepy. Yet enticing.
It's so very nostalgic.
What is happening?
Oh, that's right. This game uses what are known as tank controls.
What the shit? Is driving a tank supposed to be common knowledge here?
No, it's just that this game came out in the early days of 3D, so we hadn't yet perfected the control scheme.
Clearly.
Honestly, it's really simple. You just push up to move forward, you push down to move back. If you push left, you turn to the left. If you push right, you...
Yeah, understood. Still doesn't make any fucking sense. Oh, this is awful. How could anyone look back on this fondly? Oh, fuck that. I could barely move.
Look, just press square. You'll lock onto the nearest target, and your sword will always swing in their direction.
Well, that was a wise decision, at least. Does she ever shut up?
Only after you go talk to her.
The one responsible for burning down Yagu village is Nobunaga Oda. Kill him, for he is the real demon.
Pretty sure that was the plan, Snake Lady. But isn't she one of them?
You can do it, my son.
Wow!
Yep.
No, that was just awful. Both the writing and voice acting. And he's just gonna trust her?
Well, I mean, she's his mom.
Oh, okay. So he trusts her because she's family? Then that must be it. Humans love their families.
No. Remember the boomers I told you about?
The ones who made your world so terrible?
Bingo. The boomers were the parents of my generation, the millennials. If you told a boomer their taxes would go up a fraction of a percent if they weren't willing to sacrifice their children to some demons, their kids would be demon food before you could finish that sentence.
Wow. Just... wow.
Yeah.
Are you alright?
Me?
No, like your entire generation collectively.
Oh, no. We are all dealing with a lot of post-traumatic family issues.
But, wait. Your sister? Doesn't seem like something your mum and dad would do to her.
No. They wouldn't.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't suppose that's something you...
No.
Eke Kikuji is an honorable man, famous with the spear of the Hazoin. Magoichi Saiga is also an honorable man, and is a chief of the Kishu Saiga gun team.
Oh, those are my friends.
Well, not yet.
Oh, that's right. You said there's some sort of a relationship building mechanic?
Right. So to make them your friends, you first got to talk to them. Get to know their individual interests, then give them some gifts you think they'd like. The more they like the gifts you give them, the more likely they'll be to come help you when you need them.
Wow. That's pretty much exactly how friendships work.
Yeah, I told you. It's a really advanced game mechanic.
No, I mean, you understand that. It's surprising you're so shit at maintaining your real life friendships.
Dude, I maintain my friendships just fine.
Oh yeah? Besides me, how many of your friends do you keep in contact with? Like, at all?
Okay, you know what? I'm trying to teach you something here. I am not the one who needs to learn something from this game.
And I think we might have discovered your problem, mate.
Look, take Eke here, for example. If you talk to him, he's going to tell you that he loves food and strong drinks, whereas Magoichi loves to read and learn about the world.
Oh, I'm quite familiar with his type. Say, that Meguichi, he's like a proper academic.
Oh, totally.
Like them blokes at the school you've been working at for the last 5 years.
Yeah, now that you mention it, most of them are exactly like that.
You must have developed some strong, well-maintained friendships in the time you were there.
Yeah, one or two.
And how about the team? You said you two were pretty close once.
Well, yeah, once.
Then why not phone him up? See if you can help you get a raise or a full-time contract. Seems like it'd be a simple solution to all your problems.
Yeah, I suppose that could work.
Phone him up.
Oh, Tolstoy, you clever dog. Wonder who that could be. Oh, hello, my dear boy. To what do I owe the pleasure of this rather surprising phone call?
Hey, Gene Wonderwash.
That's Vandervosh.
Right, sorry. Dean Vanderwash.
Oh, my dear boy. Just call me James.
Yeah, you got it. Anyway, the reason I was calling is because, now that I've been with the school for so long, I was just thinking that...
Have you?
Well, yeah. 5 years.
Has it been that long? I could have sworn you were still a pup.
No. 5 years. Anyway, I was thinking that, since we're like friends and all, that you could...
Are we?
What?
Friends?
Well, yeah. I mean, I thought so. Because we used to spend so much time just hanging out, talking about Lord of the Rings. And...
Honey, I don't recall the last time we had such a conversation.
I mean, yeah, it's been a while, but...
Anyway, I'm glad you called.
Oh?
Yes, I've been meaning to speak with you. Ever since last year's horrible tragedy, our enrollments have been rather low.
Yeah, a lot of college-age kids were watching those streams.
Yes, well, as you can imagine, this tragedy has taken its toll on this semester's budget. As a result, we will need to cut the number of courses our adjuncts can teach.
I'm sorry. Cut?
Yes, a tragedy, I know.
To how many?
How many are you teaching now?
3.
To 1, then.
To 1? James, come on! I rely on those classes to pay my...
Excuse me. Dean Vandervosh.
Sorry?
Yes, well, I did say it was a tragedy.
Is there nothing we can do about this? Are they cutting the number of classes you can teach?
Oh, goodness, no! Besides, I have a full-time contract. I get paid the same regardless of how many courses I teach.
Of course.
Buck up, dear boy. Look at the bright side. You'll now have plenty of free time to play your little computer games.
Not quite the friendship it used to be, I take it. I don't suppose that's a possibility.
What?
Slaying demons. Apparently they carry lots of gold around with them.
Worth a shot.
Oh, yes, Percy Shelley. Oh, yes, good man, good man. Oh, my dear boy! 2 surprise conversations in one night? I must be a rather lucky old chap. Hey!
Ready? Now! Are you still in one piece?
Oh, Miguichi again. Okay. Like a bit of help from the other friends, but whatever. Oh, fuck you, Gingham Fitz.
Did you miss me?
Oh, Miguichi again?
Hey, Jimmy!
Ah, finally, another friend.
My sword is trembling with...
Not now, Gargantuanus! could really use some help here. Oh, fucking, of course, it's fucking Meguichi. Stop throwing your ass at me, Jujudorma. Ah, fuck you, Meguichi.
So much for that. How's this going?
Pretty sure that relationship builder you was on about is broken.
I doubt that.
Meguichi is the only one who seems to appreciate the gravity of our situation.
It's probably because he's the only one you've given the right gifts to.
The fuck? It's a gift. There is no right or wrong, mate. We're supposed to be a team, so I've been trying to build a team relationship. How are they ever supposed to work together to take down Nobunaga if there's nothing they can agree on?
That's what I've been trying to show you, dude. Humans are unique individuals with our own unique likes and dislikes. You give a human a gift because it's something they like, not because it's something you want them to like. Because that's not a gift, that's a manipulation.
You are not exactly the authority on building or maintaining friendships, mate.
Hey, I think I've done a pretty good job with you.
Really? Because you were supposed to be teaching me this game, yet I still can't fucking figure it out.
Oh yeah? Look at you, Bay. You seem to have mastered those tank controls pretty quickly. You're welcome.
That's it.
What?
This game's celebrating its 20th birthday soon, yes?
Yeah, I'm old. Don't remind me.
I couldn't possibly be the only one who cares about that.
No, it has a bit of a cult following.
And didn't you say one of your mates from university is editor of a magazine for old games?
It's a retro gaming magazine. And... wait. You might be onto something. Stefan and I were pretty tight back in the day.
Well, I wouldn't rely on that.
If I wrote a piece on Onimusha 2 for its 20th anniversary, I bet I could get him to publish it.
Okay, but it seems you've got it a bit backwards.
Yeah, this could be a great second gig for me. We play old games together, I write about those games, then Stefan publishes what I wrote.
Alright, well, this time maybe don't assume your friendship is the same as it was 5 years ago. When was the last time you spoke to this bloke?
Stefan isn't my boss. Plus, it's normal for college friends to lose touch. And besides, this was your idea.
I'm just saying, maybe write a strong piece first, then pitch it to your old mate. That way, it seems like you're trying to work together, not looking for a handout.
Fair point. This might actually be the best piece I've ever written.
Then I think it's time to pitch it to your mate.
Hello? Hey, Stefan! How you been, dude? I'm sorry, who is this? Oh, my bad. Sorry, it's Brian. You know, Bryzo from grad school. Oh, this is really random. It's been a while. Yeah, sorry, dude. I've just been, super busy. You know how it is. Yeah, well, we do what we can. So, how you been, dude? You still with Kate? How's she doing these days? It's Kel now, and they are doing just fine. Oh my God, I am so sorry. Don't apologize to me. No, no, that's not what I meant. I just meant, that's great news for them. What's that supposed to mean? No, again, super not what I meant. Okay, no, I mean, that's great news for them. It just sucks for you is all. Excuse me, why would that suck for anyone? No, okay, because you guys were, no, you two, you were just so happy together. Oh, we were we? Yeah, see, that's all I meant. It's just that you two were so happy, it just sucks you're not together anymore. And what makes you assume we're not together anymore? Oh, fuck. Yeah, I think we're done here. Wait. So I wrote this piece and I was hoping you could... Fucking idiot.
That could not have possibly gone any worse.
No. Happy for Cal, though. Glad to hear things are going well for them.
Well, the good news is, I think I finally understand this game.
Huh. Right on cue.
See, I've been trying to understand humans from the perspective of a flocking animal, but you lot don't flock. You evolved from apes, the biggest bunch of pricks in the animal kingdom. Take chimpanzees. Sure, they live in packs, but they also fight, maim and cull one another. In fact, one of the only sources of meat in a chimpanzee's diet is other f***ing chimpanzees.
That's what you got from this game?
It's not like you evolved from proper pack mammals, like dolphins or whales. No, you evolved from the ones that take enjoyment out of throwing literal feces at one another.
Yeah, none of that's in Onimusha.
What I'm saying is, for a species that had no business surviving beyond the Ice Age, you somehow came together enough to not only evade certain extinction, but you rose to the top of the food chain. Your flocks may be dysfunctional, and an outright abomination to Mother Nature, but you somehow make them work nonetheless. Because what's the other thing about monkeys?
They're hilarious.
They are hilarious, and at times, downright adorable. So much so that it can be easy to forget that they're homicidal, cannibalistic, shit-throwing hill spawns.
I wonder how Face Ripper Monkey's doing.
So despite your many differences, your stubbornness, and your pure hatred for one another, you're able to overlook all of that when you're made a human that makes you laugh and feel good. Your flocks are not ones you're born into, they're ones you choose. And not because you agree on everything, or something, or really anything, but because you enjoy one another's company.
Wow. Yeah.
And you show your appreciation for one another by giving your friends gifts that you would never get for yourself, but because you know it's something they'd like.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was trying to show you. And you haven't even seen the best part yet. Wait till you see how nuts things get towards the end.
I mean, that's great and all, but I don't want to keep you. I know you've been stressing over your finances, so go do what you got to do. We can finish this another day.
Nah, don't even worry about that. I can just sell that chunk of gold online to cover our living expenses for the week. Right now, my main concern is slaying the rest of these fucking demons.
And we're back.
Who did this?
With it, backsliding, ass kicking, but we mastered it. Samurai assassin it, that's the shit. That's spear swinging pacifist, smacking the shit up them demons that ask for around with you. You and Eke, you a mega witchy, yo woman. Oh, you and my ninja flipping home and coast the road. What you said was impossible, now it is not. You know, together we saying, no, we're not, you got to go. Ooh, stop, gonna make them drop. Throw the souls in my hand till I only pop. Tell dope kiddo, you don't want it not. Go get guns, you a punk, you ain't nothing but. We the gag, you clan, that we running this here. Telling all y'all demons, you ain't nothing to fear. No, we're not gonna gas you up, get you stunting this here. We gon' slay all of y'all, let me make myself clear. Rolling with you, baby, don't care what you say. United with you, ready to fight it, we fall. Rolling with you, baby, don't care what you say. Together we're too ready to lose to y'all. What's a gang but a flock of humans with purpose? Little coming, but that's only on the surface. We all need gold. gold for the gifts we wanna purchase to give to our mates so they know they ain't worthless. AK loves food and he loves to get wasted, but this just to keep his trauma locked in the basement. Megawichi reads books and he loves his guns, but he really only fights for the ones he loves. Cut the rule of shorty things that make him feel important, cause he grew up without a mama, little ninja orphan. I'll use a boss who loves kicking some ass, but like all her mates, she's haunted by her peers. See what they have in common and what makes them all friends. They know the world is awful and it never makes sense. When they unite through their trauma, they can drop the pretense and bring Nobu Noga's reign of terror to an end. Rolling with you, baby, don't care what you say. United with two great, divided we fall. Rolling with you, baby, don't care what you say. Together we're too great to lose to y'all.
That was pure insanity.
Told you.
And you said this is based on real historical figures?
Yeah, that's right.
I have so many questions.
Dude, this is it.
Sorry, what?
This.
I'm sorry, what am I looking at?
It's my old band, dude.
And what's the significance?
Well, I need to find my flock. And maybe the reason all my creative ventures have failed is because I've been going at them alone.
So you want to get your old band back together?
Yeah, but this time it'll be with your help.
Okay, that's a hard no from me. But since that never stops you, consider this. What makes you think he wants to be in a band with you again?
Let's ask him.
Please tell me you did not have a bloke living in your closet this whole time.
Hey, Jimmy,
Hold on, man. I'm trying to be Dracula.
we just moved here. How? Oh, the box. It folds up.
Yeah, of course, so I can fold up in it like an awesome possum.
Yeah, and he actually loved living in that storage unit.
Oh, yeah. It had AC and a lot of Kenny G playing. And it had haunted old people underwear. And if you wore them long enough, you could hear them talk. I became friends with some of them.
I'm sorry I asked. So I was thinking of getting Hanging Llamas back together. You down?
I don't know, man. I got a pretty sweet deal here.
Mate, you live in a fucking closet!
Yeah, rent free, and I have my own barcade in here. And if you don't know what that means, that's a lot of booze and a lot of video games.
But, like, what do you eat?
That's a good question. If I do this band thing, is there gonna be food?
Possibly.
I'm running out of booze. There gonna be more of that?
Oh, definitely.
Let's party rock.
I will never understand humans. Well, he's half dead, so it's kind of different.
He doesn't technically live in the world with the rest of us. He's one foot in the grave,